everyone, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. And as promised, our topic of conversation is the who, what, why, where, and how to use a senior placement service. Well, I only could speak about my senior placement service that I created 4.5 years ago. This is a personalized service, meaning that who you speak to on the phone, meet in person, is the owner of the company and has vast experience in not only senior living, but mostly in senior care. That I have a very deep background in home health, sales management, as well as hospice care. So when I decided to create Golden Rule Senior Placement Services, it was with the focus is to advocate and support our seniors in the most vulnerable time of their lives, is making transition to possibly senior living. So why would you do all this? So who? As I just described, it's 25 years that I've been working in the senior industry. So who you are dealing with senior placement is myself. It is not an online service that you connect with a telephone person or somebody that is lead generated and gets in touch with you by an inquiry. So who you're dealing with is somebody that has been in the business locally and is a certified administrator. So when I describe or I recommend a community, a home, an assisted living, it comes with much research, and the options that I'm presenting you were tried and true, meaning I look if there's deficiencies and if there is good outcomes, what is really appropriate for your senior loved one based on their needs. Meaning the needs are financial, medical, social, and spiritual. If you intertwine all four of those needs, those pillars of needs, it will be a successful quality of life for your senior loved one. Now we're going to go on the topic of what. What is it about using a senior placement service? I'm going to say it really lessens the burden of you navigating it on your own and from a novice point. So you want to use a professional. When you look into law aspects or buying a new home, buying a new car, you work with a professional that has been tried and true. So why would you not want to use a professional when it comes time to placing your senior loved one? So what is it about using a senior placement services? It takes away the overwhelming aspects of it all, and you're working with a professional. Why use a senior placement service? Well, I just answered it in the two above, but why is because of our experience, our professional associations. We're on the ground leaping in faith, but also by treacherous experience that we are experiencing this, so we could parlay all the information that we gather over to you and really give you the best options for your senior loved one. So it takes away the burden of doing it on your own, but also not making a mistake. Sometimes licensure is important and you don't realize what that senior living community's license is. It could be a standard license and your mother and father are maybe in that aspect just, I want to say cradling, maybe needing memory care or needing extra help. Maybe they're on oxygen, maybe they're diabetic and they might be insulin dependent. If you go into a standard facility, unfortunately, they can't do any of those services. So licensure is important. That is a definite reason to use a senior placement service, is that we can investigate that for you and make the right decisions, not only for now, but into the future so they can age in place. Where do you use senior placement services? I'm going to say where is a point of time is not to wait too long till it's imminent, because now we're making critical decisions in a very, very quick measure. Where in time also is, let's have that conversation a little bit earlier. Most seniors feel like their independence is being stolen from them. But if we're planting a seed, where in time is that you're planning ahead. So you don't want to be in a situation where it's critical, it's imminent, and now you really have to move fast. Where? Where do you place them? Well, again, there is different options for placement. There could be large assisted living, what I call brick and mortar, senior living communities that start independent, they go into assisted, and they go into memory care. There's residential care homes, or also known as adult family care homes. So there is options out there as far as places that are appropriate for your senior loved one, not generalized. So that's why I do an in-depth assessment of what your senior loved one needs now, but also predicting what we're gonna do for the future so they can transition and age in place. So where is important as to where we're gonna decide to go now and predict where we're gonna be in the future so they can stay underneath the same roof. How do you work with a senior placement specialist, an agency, or a service? Again, I only could speak for myself. Our services are free to you. We're experienced. And what I want to say is, maybe in comparison to when you purchase your new home, you go with a really experienced real estate agent who does all the legwork for you. I want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home, and I want to be in this school district. Guess what? They're fine-tuning it. They're professional. They're certified. They're licensed. So with that being said, why wouldn't you do that to find a home in a senior living community with a professional? I am a professional, not only from my years experience, but I am a certified administrator, meaning that I can actually run a senior living community. Do I do that? No, I don't do that. I got that certification, so I know all the rules and regulations that are bestowed upon these facilities, so I could parlay that over to you. So how do you work with the senior placement company? Work directly with somebody that you come to know personally, like myself. When you go online, you pick an assisted living that you might see a telephone number there, you might be calling, you might be not hooked up with the facility itself, the community itself, you might be getting an online service. So who you're speaking to not necessarily is really personalized in that area, but more importantly, it's like I said, a lead generating business, but more importantly is that there is no personal invested interest in it. So I'm gonna say, how do you work with me? Go to my website. It's www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you'll find my bio, you'll find my demographics, how to get in touch with me, various options, testimonials, resources, these video talks, and so much more. It gives a little bit of education to you, but also to look into my background. So not only that you trust me, but also you get to know me personally. And I'm with you for the whole journey and thereafter. A lot of the senior living communities know me very well from my years of experience working in the communities. But the more important thing they know, when I show up, I'm serious. I am really, really working for my senior client and their families. So I set up, I schedule, I'm there for the tour with you. If I can't be there with the tour, I have every means for you to make notes and ask the right questions so this way that could be answered for you. So I'm with you every step of the way, but thereafter. So these communities know that I follow up on my clients after they moved in, after they've been there for a while, to make sure that everything is cohesive as promised to them. So yes, who, what, why, where, and how to use a senior placement company. And I'm going to tell you, why not? It's complimentary. Give me a call. Again, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope you have a blessed week. And I look forward to talking to you next Tuesday on Tuesday Talks with Golden Rule Senior Placement Services. Looking forward to seeing you again. Have a good one. Thank you for having me in your home and having a great discussion with you. Bye-bye now.